Hey everybody, Fred Bernardo, the smoking guitar player from Tasty Licks BBQ. You know, it's the autumn here in Pennsylvania, and it's apple season. That's right, all these wonderful apples are coming into season. And I went down to the orchard and I picked some myself. Well, actually I didn't pick any, I just paid for them. But let me tell you, I made myself a beautiful apple pie on my big green egg. So I think I'm going to show you how to make it now. Let's go! Okay folks, we're going to make our really delicious apple pie on our grill. Okay, so I'm going to go through what we're going to use to make the pie. Now first off, we got some brown sugar. That's light brown sugar, Domino brand. We got some regular old granulated sugar here, commonly known as white sugar. Okay, we got our pie pans. We're going to use a 9-inch pie pan today. We got these here. I like these throwaway kind. Okay, and over here we got some sweet cream butter. We got our all-natural pie crust now. You know, you might say, what? You're not going to make your own pie crust? Nope. I'm making a pie, not a pie crust. Okay, now the other ingredients. We got salt. We're going to use a pinch of salt. We got our cinnamon right there. And then, of course, we need some lemon juice to put on our apples. Now, look, don't get that fake lemon juice in a bottle. Make sure you get the real stuff in the lemon like this here, okay? And then, the star of the show, and this is a little trick my grandma taught me, use 3 different kind of apples in your pie. So here we got Granny Smith, and here we got Honey Crisp. Those are really good. And then this third one is called a Shizuka apple. That's right, some sort of Japanese apple. Okay, so let's make our pie. Okay folks, so we're going to peel our apples first. We're going to use this gizmo that my wife had. Now I could just use a paring knife and I could meticulously, like my Uncle Philip Santarelli used to do, just sit there and peel and make a nice strand, but you know, I'm too lazy for that. I got 9 apples, 3 each here, and we're going to chuck them. We're going to chuck them up in our tool. I mean, if I can use a tool, a really cool tool like this, why would I want to mess around with doing it by hand? Look at this gadget. Look at that thing, and it's slicing them and quartering it. Check it out. Done. Little cut here, little cut there. Done. Now, I squeeze my natural lemon juice on there, out of my lemon, just so they don't oxidize, and I'm in good shape. You want to see it again from another angle? First, we got to take this off. And we bring it back here like this. Now check it out. We'll do one of these Honey Crisp. Chuck it up there just like on your lathe in your machine shop. This is a guy tool, man. I don't know what women are doing with this tool. Ooh, it just spritzed in my eye. Look at that. Done. Okay. So we're going to get our apples ready, and we're going to get the rest of our pie ready, and we're going to make our pie. Alright folks, so we're going to get ready to, we're going to mix up our goo. We're going to mix up the goo that goes in the apple pie. But first let me tell you, here's what our apples look like. I've put the natural lemon juice on there. I mixed them all up real good, broke all the pieces apart and stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and mix them in with this to give the pie a little body on the inside. It makes it a little meaty, a little denser, okay? But first we're going to mix up the goo, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my, my burner lid. There it is. Gotta get it on medium. Okay. We got 6 tablespoons of butter. Okay. Trying not to make a mess. 6 tablespoons of butter. Okay. Then we got a ½ a cup of brown sugar. I'm not worrying about packing it down. There you go. ½ a cup of brown sugar. ½ a cup of granulated white sugar, and a ¼ cup of water. All right, we're going to slowly heat that up over medium heat we're gonna mix it up. Oh, I forgot. Don't let me forget. A pinch of salt. And I mean a pinch. Just a little bit like that. Okay? And a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon right there of cinnamon. Not too much. We're gonna just let that melt, and we're gonna take it off the heat, and that's gonna be the goo, the syrup for our pie. Look inside here, my man, cameraman. Let's watch it melt. Mr. Cameraman, you can watch it mix up. We got it on medium heat. And right there's what it looks like when it's done, and take it off the heat. So folks, it's time to build the pie. I got my homemade Pillsbury pie crust here. It must be made at Pillsbury's house if it's made homemade. I got my all my apples here with the lemon juice on them, and I put a little cornstarch in. I got my goo right over here, my syrup. I got my pie pan, and I got my Mezzaluna pizza cutter. I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. First, let's get our bottom dough in here. First, we're gonna carefully get it spread out. Now, isn't that easier than getting out the rolling pin and having to cube your butter and all that junk? This is a 9-inch pie pan. Mr. Hands, why don't you come on in here? It's a 9-inch pie pan. We're going to fix it like this here. Nice. Now, watch this. This was 9 apples. We probably won't get them all in here. But you know, we're gonna try. You know what? I think maybe we'll try about that many this time. Sometimes I put them all in there. I think we're gonna go a little lighter. We're gonna push that aside. Now watch what I do next. Watch this carefully. Gonna unroll this one. And I'm gonna get my pizza cutter. And I'm gonna cut 1-inch strips. Now normally you'd use one of those pizza wheel cutters, but I'm too cheap to buy one, so I have to use this. Now, then what we do is, we lay them over here like this, watch. We're gonna make a lattice. A lattice, that's right, like a ladder, but a lattice that your ivy grows on in your backyard. Okay, we put them like this here. Gotta get that apple out of the way. Okay, now you don't have to be fancy, but you can be, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put that over there like that. It's gotta go under here, I forgot this piece. Okay, and watch this, check this out. Like this here, and like this here, and like this here, and this one goes in there. That's right, like that. Okay, put that back over, and then these two come over, and then this one goes there. Man, you'd think I went to engineering school. Now check it out. Now we're gonna just bend them up like this and pinch them all together. Watch. That's what my mom says. Watch, watch. Watch this now. Like this. Make sure you got enough on this end. Just pinch it together. Seal it up good. Nothing fancy yet. Pinch it together. Get them all. We want to get that apple stuffed back in there. Okay? Then we're going to do this here like this here. Look. We're going to tuck it up like this. Make it a little fancier, see? That's how I do it. Everybody does it different. You got your signature. This is my signature. Look at that. My grandma's turning over in her grave when she looks at this pie with this crust on it. But hey, what are you gonna do? Now, the secret. We take our goo and we pour it all over the lattice and into the pie. Make sure you get it in there and all over the lattice on the inside, not the edges. The rest goes down in the pie. Now we're gonna bake it 15 minutes at 425, and then another 30 to 40 minutes at 350. And you'll get to see what she's like. We're gonna do it on our charcoal grill and maybe our pellet grill, depending on how we feel today. So there you go. I'm gonna let that goo run back in the pie. She's ready to go. Let's take it out and put it on our grill. So this is our pie ready to go on our grill. Now if we were going to do this in the oven or in a large grill like a pellet grill, I'd put this whole pan in there. You notice I got it on a piece of parchment. But we're going to do it on a big green egg. I'll have our baking stone in there in our plate setter. But what I'm going to do is you always want to do this on parchment because that goo is going to come out of that pie and run all over it. It'll really gunk up your pizza stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. The excess will burn away out of the big green egg. So we're going to cut it here. Protect our baking stone a little bit. We got an aluminum pie pan underneath here, a pizza pie. We're gonna take that out. We're gonna put it on our egg. Let's go. Good. Okay. As you can see, we got our big green egg set up in our pizza baking arrangement. Our plate setter deflector plate, our little feet, our ceramic feet. We're gonna put our pie right on there. Hopefully that parchment, I maybe didn't cut it big enough. It's going to protect our baking stone. We might even slip some aluminum foil underneath there, but that's how she goes. 425 for 15 minutes. Good. Okay, let's check our pie. It's been about 50 minutes. I put some foil over it to protect the crust a little. And holy cow. I think that's just about done. Get in there close. You can see it bubbling away. That is beautiful. We're going to get our thermometer or our probe. We're going to poke around in there a little bit and see if it's tender. And if it is, it's going to come off. Okay, folks, here's our beautiful apple pie. Cooked right on our big green egg. And man, it looks good. It's got 3 kinds of apples and my secret goo that I put in there. So we're going to slice it up. We're going to see what we got. So, oh yeah. I got my special pie cutting knife, my special pie eating fork. Go like that there. We're going to turn it here. Like this here. Go right in like this. Oh, that looks, you know what? It's really juicy. I might have put a little too much lemon juice on those lemons. You know that natural lemon juice I was using out of that squeezy lemon? Nothing out of a bottle for me, only the best. Okay, now let's see if I can get it scooped out here. We're going to give it a try. Sometimes the first piece is the hardest. Oh! Look at that! It's still steaming. I didn't let it get cool enough. I got a little anxious, so I let it sit for 2 hours, but it wasn't quite long enough. So I'm gonna have to have a little taste. Now I like the crust. I'm a crusty kind of guy, so I'm gonna get a little crust here with my apples. I gotta tell you, that is about as good an apple pie as exists on earth. Now you know how to do it. So don't forget to make yourself an apple pie on your grill. You can do it just the way the Smoking Guitar Player showed you how to do it. Okay? And this is Fred Bernardo, the Smoking Guitar Player at Tasty Licks Barbecue Supply in Shillington, Pennsylvania. So come by our store or go to our website, www.tastylicksbbq.com, and please buy some stuff, would you? Come on, buy some stuff. Okay, we'll see you next time. Take it away. Let that theme song roll.